All right, lean in for a second, because this isn't random, and deep down, you know it. You didn't stumble across this message by mistake. You've been guided here. Something deep inside you has been stirring, and now it's time. This is your moment. The shift you've been sensing. It's real. You've been prepared for this, even if you didn't realize it. What's coming isn't just big, it's divine. And it's not happening someday far off. It's happening tonight. Everything is aligning for you. Heaven is backing you. The energy is shifting in your favor. So take a deep breath, open your heart, and get ready, because your breakthrough is closer than it's ever been, and nothing is going to stop what's already in motion. Let's go. What's rising inside you isn't random. It's a signal. You've reached a turning point that no longer allows delay or hesitation. Something within has been quietly building, and tonight, that stirring reaches a peak. A doorway is opening in your soul, not for curiosity's sake, but because your time has arrived. This isn't about small shifts or surface-level improvement. This is the start of a complete awakening, the kind that flips everything you thought you knew about who you are and what you're here to do. A deeper layer of you is ready to come alive, and it starts now. What unfolds over these next nights will not be gentle. It will be electric, alive, demanding, sacred. You may feel restlessness, you may feel fire, but don't run from it. This is the sacred recalibration you've unknowingly cried out for. There's something encoded within you that only divine timing could activate, and the alarm is ringing. Don't get distracted. Don't get passive. These 4 nights will bring confrontation, revelation, and realignment. And when it's done, you won't just feel different, you will be different. Before we go deeper, stop and take one action to anchor yourself in this shift. Press the like button, subscribe to be part of something bigger, and drop the number 55 in the comments. That number holds weight. It's an intentional sign, a spiritual trigger, a declaration that says, I'm all in. If this message is for you, you'll know. You'll feel the internal yes before you even finish reading. This isn't content, it's an activation. If your soul has been asking for more, then lean in, because you're about to get it. This very moment is the start of a sequence. 4 nights of divine acceleration. These nights won't unfold like normal time. They carry an energy that doesn't operate by natural rhythm. Something ancient is moving beneath the surface of your daily life, and now it's demanding your full awareness. This is where destiny stops knocking and starts entering. What's coming isn't external first, it's internal. A switch will flip inside of you. Insight will come suddenly. Old fears will feel foreign. And while the world may not notice right away, heaven will. And so will you. You are not here by accident. If you feel the pull, the knowing deep inside that you are chosen, this is your moment. Click the super thank you button and give $50 or more to unlock deeper insights, exclusive content, and a path that aligns with your divine purpose. This isn't just a contribution, it's a declaration, a step toward who you were meant to be. Answer the call, walk with us, and step fully into your destiny. Your journey begins now. You'll start to feel it in your body, tingling in the chest, pressure in the stomach, heat behind your eyes. It may not make sense to your logic, but your spirit will recognize it as movement. These aren't symptoms, they're signs, signals that something ancient and alive is finally awakening. Don't dismiss it. Don't push it down. Get still. Get expectant. The next 4 nights will speak to you in ways you've never heard before, through dreams, through intuition, through flashes of clarity you didn't earn, but were given. It will feel surreal, but it's real. This is your permission to change, not slowly, not quietly, radically. Let the discomfort guide you. Let the clarity cut through your excuses. You are being stretched because the old version of you has expired. The layers that helped you survive won't help you thrive. That false self is being peeled off, and yes, it might sting. But what emerges on the other side will carry the weight of something holy. You are stepping into a new name, a new voice, a new walk. Don't try to negotiate your way back to normal. You weren't born for normal. You were born for this. Let every part of you participate. Your body, your thoughts, your spirit. Be present for what's unfolding. Don't fight the release that's already been set in motion. And when doubt tries to distract you, remind yourself, this moment was tailor-made for my awakening. What you feel rising is not chaos, it's calling. It's the voice of heaven reshaping you from the inside out. And once the change completes, you won't need to explain it. You'll simply carry it, and the world will respond. Let this be the night you never forget, not because of fear, but because it was the beginning of the truest version of you finally stepping forward. The path has opened. Now walk it with courage, with faith, and with the knowing that something greater is already happening within you. Something deep inside you already knows this. You were never meant to stay where you are. You were built for breakthrough. And now, you're standing at the threshold of a moment that will shift not just your direction, but your design. What's about to happen over these next few nights isn't simply change, it's redefinition, a realignment of your body, your mind, and your spirit with the blueprint that was always yours, waiting for the right moment to come alive. As the nights unfold, something ancient within you will begin to loosen its grip. Thought patterns that no longer serve your calling will crack. Emotional weights that kept your vision blurred will break loose. These 4 nights aren't random. They're encoded for deep internal activation. You will feel stretched. You will feel unmade. And then suddenly, you will realize you're not being broken down. You're being rebuilt from the foundation up. You're not losing who you are. You're stepping into who you've always been, beneath the noise. This isn't going to be gentle. Awakening rarely is. It may come with pressure in the chest, a surge of emotion, dreams that feel like messages, or thoughts that seem louder than usual. But these aren't signs of chaos. They're signals of divine realignment. The version of you that was bound by past stories and survival instincts is being rewritten. You'll feel layers fall away, not with violence, but with precision. The more you surrender, the clearer the path becomes. By the end of these 4 nights, don't be surprised if you feel like you've outgrown your old life, because you have. The things that used to shake you won't move you the same. The fears that used to delay you won't find footing. This is your moment of elevation, not through effort, but through surrender to a process that has already begun. Let what needs to leave, leave. Let what wants to rise, rise. The shedding is sacred. The discomfort is holy. And on the other side of it is a version of you that no longer hides. You've been walking this world thinking you were only meant to cope. But what's waking up now is not here to cope. It's here to create. What's coming online in you isn't new power. It's remembered power. You are not becoming something else. You're returning to who you were before the world told you otherwise. These next 4 nights will activate something in your system that has been dormant, not dead, waiting, not lost. This awakening isn't symbolic. It's physical. It's energetic. You may feel your senses heighten. You may notice time moving differently. You may experience moments of déjà vu, sharp insight, or emotional release. These aren't coincidences, they're confirmations. A higher frequency is tuning your being, shaking off residue that kept you from hearing your own internal compass clearly. What once felt distant will now feel instinctual. The world taught you to see yourself as small, temporary, and ordinary, but now the veil is lifting. And what's underneath that veil is extraordinary, divine, designed. Your bones may carry stories of struggle, but they also carry codes of destiny. This isn't fantasy, it's foundation. You've only scratched the surface of your potential, and now the deeper parts are breaking through. Not to impress others, but to fulfill the assignment etched on your soul before you ever took your first breath. Let this season be one of permission. Permission to feel new. Permission to move differently. Permission to release the false roles you had to wear to survive. You're not losing yourself. You're recovering your essence. You're not stepping into a better version. You're stepping into the original version, purified and empowered. By the end of this journey, the mirror won't just show you a changed face. It will reflect a charged identity, one with eyes that have seen the light inside the dark and found their way back to purpose. Let what's happening move through you without resistance, because this isn't the beginning of a transformation. This is the completion of a remembering. What's happening inside you now isn't random, it's precise. You've entered a time where your entire system, from breath to thought, is undergoing an internal reconfiguration. These sensations, sudden cravings, racing pulses, moments of dizziness, aren't symptoms of weakness. They're the language of energy being rearranged. Your physical form is shifting gears to keep up with the expansion of your inner reality. The trembling you feel isn't fear, it's old residue loosening its grip. Every discomfort, every spike of emotion is your body signaling release. It's not asking for escape, it's asking for presence. You're being emptied of what no longer belongs so that space can be made for what's rising. The restlessness is sacred. The hunger isn't for food, it's for alignment, a craving for truth to settle where confusion once lived. You are not here by accident. If you feel the pull, the knowing deep inside that you are chosen, this is your moment. Click the super thank you button and give $100 or more to unlock deeper insights, exclusive content, and a path that aligns with your divine purpose. This isn't just a contribution, it's a declaration, a step toward who you were meant to be. Answer the call, walk with us, and step fully into your destiny. Your journey begins now. This isn't the time to resist. It's the time to recognize. You're not breaking down. You're clearing out. You're not unraveling. You're being refined. These shifts are the direct result of long-held energies finally exiting. You've carried frequencies within you that were never yours to hold. Now, they're dissolving. And as they do, you'll feel lighter in places you didn't even know were heavy. Night by night, you'll sense more space in your mind, more clarity in your body. It might come as stillness, or it might arrive like a storm. But either way, it's movement in the right direction. Your energy field is recalibrating, and the signals you send out are shifting to match your higher self. You're no longer attracting what once echoed your fear. You're beginning to pull in what reflects your awakening. As this clearing deepens, it's essential to be selective with what you allow near. Not every environment, not every person can hold space for this stage of your transformation. Some energies will resist your rise, not out of malice, but because they're not attuned to it. Your frequency is ascending, and that comes with responsibility. Protecting your space isn't selfish, it's sacred. Your clarity depends on it. Seek out the quiet. Let solitude hold you like a cocoon. If you must engage, choose those who understand the weight of silence and the beauty of stillness. Your soul doesn't need noise, it needs nurture. Every thought, every interaction, every atmosphere you step into now should feed your alignment, not fracture it. What you protect now will multiply later. You're not just going through a shift. You're becoming the vessel that your soul has been waiting to fully embody. Over these next nights, the energetic blueprint of your being is syncing with something higher, something ancient and intentional. What was once clouded will become crystalline. What felt like chaos will begin to feel like design. Expect the unexpected. Moments of clarity that slice through confusion. Spontaneous inspiration. A sudden urge to cry, breathe, dance, or pray. These aren't random impulses. They're proof that your system is syncing with divine momentum. As layers fall, your intuitive core will come online. More accurate, more vivid, more confident. This isn't just about personal evolution. It's cellular. Your body, that sacred temple you've lived in your whole life, is now tuning itself to resonate with frequencies once locked away. You're entering a version of existence where perception sharpens, where creativity flows like a current, where your connection to the unseen becomes undeniable. But transformation isn't always smooth. It can feel like a spiritual detox, purging remnants of what you thought you were, making way for who you truly are. You might feel the fatigue of old energy exiting. You might feel aches that aren't physical, but energetic. Let it all pass through you. Don't grip it. Release it. You're not just being emptied. You're being redefined. And as these old layers melt, what's left behind will astonish you. Confidence, not from ego, but from alignment. Peace, not from avoidance, but from integration. Power, not from force, but from clarity. Your body will move differently. Your thoughts will shape differently. You'll stop asking for validation because you'll start recognizing your own reflection in everything divine. This emergence is irreversible. Once you've tasted the depth of your own power, there's no going back to the shallow. You are not shedding to survive. You are shedding to ascend. Let it all fall away. Let your light take up space. And when it does, don't be surprised when the universe responds. Not because you demanded it, but because you became it. You are no longer a seeker. You are the signal. Some seasons arrive not with sound, but with sensation. And you're in one now. Every breath you take carries less resistance. Every moment feels like shedding a layer you didn't even know you wore. What once pulled you downward now releases its grip. It's not your imagination. You're beginning to rise, not through force, but through release. Your frame may feel lighter, like tension escaping through the pores. You might catch yourself standing straighter, smiling more, needing less to feel whole. That's not coincidence, it's confirmation. Your inner compass is syncing with something much higher, something you've long carried but are only now ready to live out loud. Day by day, this refinement will continue. You'll begin to look at your life with new lenses, not eyes clouded by fear or fatigue, but with spiritual clarity. Old weights that once dictated your mood, your pace, your worth, gone. You'll know what to walk away from. You'll know what to walk toward. What once seemed impossible now begins to feel inevitable. When the old world within you dissolves, a new blueprint emerges. And right now, that blueprint is revealing itself to you. But this isn't a return, it's a reset. Not a redo, but a redesign. You're not going back to who you were. You're advancing into who you were always designed to become. The final stage of this metamorphosis doesn't come with fanfare. It comes with internal certainty. You'll feel it in the way you carry yourself, in the way you respond to situations you once feared. This isn't ego, it's alignment. Your thoughts shift, your emotions stabilize, your entire being becomes a mirror of divine rhythm. This reconfiguration touches everything: your choices, your voice, your ability to command space without shouting. You begin to move from a place of trust rather than control. The past version of you no longer feels relevant, not because it was broken, but because it's complete. That version served its purpose. Now something deeper takes the wheel. There's something sacred about noticing change before the world does. You may already feel it. Waves of newness breaking on your inner shore. Random insights that feel too clear to ignore. An odd sense of knowing without reason. These aren't coincidences. They are evidence of evolution in motion. Maybe you've felt emotions arrive without warning. A sudden need for silence. A desire to disconnect from chaos. The familiar feels foreign, and your spirit is craving something that doesn't yet exist in your external world. That discomfort isn't a problem, it's a portal. You're not lost. You're just in between what was and what's next. Even your physical form is echoing this internal shift. You might feel more tired or more energized than usual. Perhaps your skin tingles or your body hums at odd hours. These aren't just side effects, they're signals. Your vessel is learning to carry a higher vibration. You're tuning into a frequency that demands more space, more clarity, more authenticity. Let it take root. There are thresholds in life you cannot cross unchanged. This is one of them. The ceiling you've been hitting is about to break. The limits you've accepted are dissolving, not because you've willed it, but because the divine has deemed it time. You're not just growing, you're upgrading. This is more than mental clarity or emotional peace. This is a full-body activation. Deep within you, layers are shifting, recalibrating your structure to carry more light, more awareness, more power. This isn't theory, it's physiology. You'll feel it in your core, in the quiet places where transformation whispers before it roars. You may feel tension in unfamiliar places. You may wake with bursts of insight or fatigue that defies reason. Your cells are responding to divine instruction. They're opening channels you never knew existed. Your entire being is learning how to become a clearer transmitter for truth. This isn't surface-level change. This is soul-deep renovation. And your body, your sacred shell, is becoming the sanctuary it was always meant to be. Some of you have been feeling a strange internal shift without knowing why. That's because something sacred is being stirred within you. These nights are not just passing time. They're a cleansing interval sent to peel away everything that has weighed on your soul for far too long. What you are experiencing is a release, not a loss, a clearing, not a collapse. Dear brothers and sisters, may the peace of God fill your hearts today. I come to remind you of a profound truth. Our lives are firmly established in God's divine purpose, untouched by the fleeting worries of this world. As Scripture tells us, give and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. Luke 6:38. Like the mighty oak, whose roots are planted deep in rich soil, our foundation is anchored in God's eternal truth. Every move we make, every stand we take, is upheld by his enduring strength. Today, you have the opportunity to participate in this divine blessing. By clicking the Super Thank You button and offering a gift of $50, you will sow into a harvest that will return to you many times over in God's abundant grace. There may be moments where emotions surface without warning. Your body might respond with tension or fatigue, but those signals are not setbacks. They're indicators of release. You're finally beginning to empty out what was never yours to carry. As this energetic reset unfolds, you will feel a pull away from the familiar and into alignment with what truly supports you. Certain connections may begin to feel distant. Ideas that once anchored you may feel out of place. Let that happen. This process is built to make room for something bigger. Don't resist what's falling away. It's not rejection, it's recalibration. And as the static clears, clarity will take its place. When pressure builds within, it's often a sign that growth is happening beneath the surface. The unease you're feeling right now isn't a problem to fix. It's proof that the former version of you is no longer compatible with where you're headed. This is the discomfort of becoming. Change never arrives dressed as ease. It arrives disguised as agitation, irritation, or fatigue. But those uncomfortable layers are part of the refining. They're evidence that something deeper is being activated. Growth rarely whispers. It stretches, and stretching isn't soft. It's real. Your soul is expanding, and your body is trying to catch up. That ache in your chest, that lump in your throat, they're not signs of weakness. They're signs of movement. When things fall out of sync inside of you, it's because the old rhythm has ended. Something new is being composed in your spirit. There are moments when your body becomes the messenger, delivering signals you didn't ask for but desperately need. Perhaps you felt waves ripple through your limbs, or a buzz deep beneath the surface. These are not symptoms. They are shifts. You're not malfunctioning. You're realigning. Energy that has lain dormant is beginning to stir, and your physical frame is adjusting to make space for it. The sensations you can't name, they are updates, not glitches. Let them move through you. Trying to control them will only create friction. These flows are wiser than you think. They know where to go. Trust the internal compass that's now rewiring your senses. You don't have to understand it all. You just have to surrender and let it carry you to a new center. You're no longer in the early stages of change. You're entering the unveiling. What's happening inside of you is the unlocking of abilities you've long ignored or dismissed. What's rising now isn't borrowed. It's yours. It's been yours all along. This process is not meant to refine who you've been. It's meant to reveal who you've always been beneath the noise. When the unnecessary falls away, your essence becomes clear. This is that moment. It's not about chasing a new identity. It's about accepting the truth that your greatness has always been quietly waiting. What's emerging now is not a better version. It's the full version. You're not upgrading. You're arriving. Get ready to live from a place of power, peace, and presence that feels both unfamiliar and utterly right. There comes a time when the script resets, and you are living in that time right now. This isn't a detour, it's a recalibration. What once made sense is losing its shape, and what's coming is still forming. That's not confusion, it's a clean slate. You're being given a chance to rewire your story from the inside out. As the old thoughts and roles lose their grip, you may feel like you're floating between versions of yourself. That's okay. The space between who you were and who you're becoming is where miracles happen. Nothing you're feeling is by accident. Every moment of stillness, every unknown step, is preparing you for alignment. This reset is sacred. It's removing distractions that kept you small, so the expanded version of your truth can finally take root. The change is not coming, it's already begun. And the version of you who emerges on the other side won't just be different, they'll be unmistakably alive.